game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. But you look at this defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the number one passing offense in the NFL. It's got to prove it there for them.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he takes us up right near the 45-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like, you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. O'Neal. Over the middle, it's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Aviators.
Back to throw. O'Neal. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun. O'Neal. And that's going to be incomplete. When you look at this defense, right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom charts.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. O'Neal. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up first and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up first and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Second and goal from the 1. Operating from the gun. O'Neal out to his left. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Aviators are on the board first here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Bass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bass. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Here's Young. Ooh, the juke. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. He Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bass. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Huskies are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So that drive goes a full 80 yards and 10 plays. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds Reddick complete, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another 1st. They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that 1st-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Bass. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down. Bass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On first down, Bass. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Throwing to start the drive. O'Neal. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. Back to throw. O'Neal. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Operating from the gun. O'Neal. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Chicago.
Looking to throw. O'Neal. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. First and 10 in the red zone. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Back to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is going to lose yardage here. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up fourth.
I get the thought process. Third and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
3rd and 3.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
43-yard line.
Throwing on first down. Bass. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw. Bass throwing right, and that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
Looking to throw. Bass. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Huskies are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Throwing to start the drive. O'Neal. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Now the try here for the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. O'Neal. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
And room there to work it inside the 25. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call. They're opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. He threw his league-leading 40th touchdown pass of the year on their last drive. And they start again here with a 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Bass.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's on his way.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
The Chicago offense set to get started. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown.
Throwing to start the drive. O'Neal. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. From 21 yards away.
And the Aviators have regained the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
An extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is now 2. Well, they got the ball in great field position. 1 play later, boom, end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Off play action. Bass can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, O'Neal. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
This is where the NFL is headed year by year, partner. A league where just about everyone has someone under center who can get you with their legs as well as their arm. And we've certainly had a nice display of that from both QBs in this game. And that continued with that first down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
This offense back to work now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A final shot before break. Bass looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute. But first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. We begin in the gateway to the west in St. Louis, Missouri. And it's the Broncos who have the lead in the second quarter. The Broncos looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. From there, let's head off and check out a second game.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And the half will begin with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Looking to throw on second down. O'Neal on the right side. This is Miller. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the give, this is their fullback. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Operating from the gun. O'Neal.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Huskies have retaken a third quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On first down, O'Neal. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
How about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offensive coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
And he's got it. Touchdown! From 21 yards away.
And the Aviators have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. They'll give it to the fullback on the option. And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a 1-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bass. That one complete to Elliott. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 25 yards that time.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Bass. And he's got his man on the out route. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Throwing on first down. Bass. Thomas brings it in. Touchdown. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Huskies have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense.
On first and 10, O'Neal. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
To throw on second down, O'Neal. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. On first down, O'Neal flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Off the play fake, O'Neal. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a carry here for their fullback, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Off the bootleg, O'Neal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Aviators have yet again retaken the lead.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for two. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Bass. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But that offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bass. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Another milestone falling on that last throw in what has been an MVP-type season so far, as he has now gone over 4,000 yards passing already on the year.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. O'Neal under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And they'll send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The offense on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. O'Neal got his man complete over the middle. It's Miller. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
Back to throw. O'Neal.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Looking to throw. Bass. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
It's fourth down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 40-yard
Back to throw. O'Neal. Throwing left side. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Off the RPO, he completes it. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 14-yard line.
Off the bootleg. O'Neal. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
To throw on 3rd down. O'Neal. And the pressure gets to him again. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And his kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw. Bass. He finds his man. Complete. It's Elliott. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 1st down. Bass. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Now a 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw. Bass. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well. Looking to throw. Bass. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bass. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Bass. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10. Bass. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up
To throw on second down. Bass firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, Bass. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They run a draw here on second down. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That's a gain of 7.
From the gun on third down, Bass. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's first and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
Back to throw. Bass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 13, 70 seconds remaining. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. Throwing on first down. Bass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
On first and 10, Bass over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Anchorage, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.